Bickley and Marana Mornings. Arizona Sports, the local sports leader. Bickley Blast.
You simply cannot tell the story of the Arizona Cardinals without Monday Night Football. From Buddy Ryan's Christmas nightmare to Dennis Green blowing a gasket after losing to the Bears, from duller Derek Anderson barking at Ken Summers to Kyler Murray's horrible playoff debut in Los Angeles, it is all there, from the dysfunction to the grounded teams, and tonight must be different. For a lot of reasons. Number one, the Chargers aren't that good. The Cardinals need to start winning games in Glendale because they can't afford to fall to 2-5 and expect hope to still float around Valley water coolers, because the Cardinals are blessed to be playing in a division that is very winnable, guaranteeing a home playoff game to the lucky NFC West champion, and because this coaching staff must stop the alarming trend of stacking losses after every rare victory. And finally, because a third straight double-digit loss season in a year with all that unused salary cap space will only confirm suspicions and the three worst words in Arizona sports history. Same old Cardinals. It's a phrase we had all hoped it had expired with Kurt Warner, Carson Palmer, Larry Fitzgerald, and Bruce Arians. Unfortunately, it's also a phrase that appears to have the shelf life of a Twinkie. Woohoo!
Oh, Monday Night Football. In the Valley of the Sun.
No, yes. So, Monday Night Football generally has always been considered a primetime game for football players because they get to play while everyone else is at home watching. It's an incredible platform to kind of show off what you got as a team.
Tuesday is a day off in the NFL.
Exactly.
So everybody gets together to watch the game.
Exactly.
Yep.
Now, this game isn't going to be like that because you're going to get it free on local television. They'll get it in Los Angeles free on their local television station. But everywhere else in the country, you got to go to ESPN Plus and sign up to get this game. How many people...
Good luck logging in, by the way.
Yeah, and who had fun with that on Saturday trying to get to the Sun Devils?
That actually worked for me. Friday night, I was actually interested in what was happening in the WNBA Finals, and it would not let me pull that up or sign in to pull it up, but Saturday it worked fine. It's the most temperamental thing
Aside
ever.
from when the audio cut out multiple times in the third and fourth quarters. But
aside from that, it was great.
The ASU game?
Yeah.
So I think that so this is not generally the push you get from Monday Night Football.
Right.
No, when NFL players are sitting around tweeting about Monday Night Football, they're going to be tweeting about the Baltimore-Tampa Bay
That's
game.
right. That's exactly right.
I will say, if you pointed this out about national fan bases, they probably looked at, okay, Arizona Cardinals, Los Angeles Chargers, if we're going to put any game on streaming, maybe this is the one because of that. It's not the biggest national audience.
Yeah, this is what they think of you.
It's possible.
Kind of.
That's how I feel about it.
Independent of the Cardinals, these Monday night doubleheaders are stupid.
They're stupid,
You know
though.
what they're, Vinny? They're for the birds. Literally. No.
They are stupid until the first game is a blowout, and then you're like, oh, there's another game on.
Yeah. So it's a good opportunity for the Cardinals, even if very few people nationally are going to be tuning into this game. It's a good opportunity to kind of get into this division race. Because you win this game, you've got a winnable game in Miami. Now, Tua is, I think, supposed to return next week.
They were talking about it on all the telecasts yesterday too. That's how it's trending.
That's going to be.
They are a far different team with Tua at quarterback.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. So this is a game that I think this is a pivotal moment for this coaching staff for belief, for the idea that, yes, okay, we're absorbing losses now, but we're going in the right direction. And one day we'll have the receipts in our back pocket. And we'll pay back everybody along the way. You fall to 2-5 and if it doesn't look good and if it's a game that skews on the ugly side, I don't know what people are going to think about this team afterwards. No. I really don't, because you can feel the fan base getting a little mushy right now.
Yeah, it's the first time Jonathan Gannon's Cardinals will play a quote unquote primetime game. Here he talks about keeping everyone calm for that event.
For a good chunk of the guys, this is going to be their primetime debut. How do you encourage them to just not make it something more than what it is?
Just a game.
I could have predicted that that's what Jonathan Gannon would say. We'll call this primetime light. Is that fair? It's got half the calories of a normal primetime game.
I like it. Yeah.
Primetime.
But again, this will also be a big test because this is a Jim Harbaugh coach team. This is they've got some really good defensive players on that side of the football, and the one area they seem to be vulnerable. They're down a lot of cornerbacks, a lot of starting cornerbacks. They're leaning on a couple of fifth-round draft picks, rookies. This is a game that you would hope that Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. can get some stuff.
Well, and when you add Harrison has been cleared. And here was Jonathan Gannon on that from Saturday.
He's good. He does everything he needs to do, you know, and the protocol is obviously different, but he takes care of himself and maximizes his buckets, and he's really a true pro. So he had a good week. We'll see him out there today, but he's ready to go.
And this would be the most full that the wide receiver core has been all year for any game because Zay Jones is also going to be on the field for the first time as an Arizona Cardinal tonight. Does he unlock anything underneath? We'll see. I don't think the underneath passing game is the concern, though. The vertical passing game has been the concern.
I don't think more weapons is the concern. And Kyler Murray's never been the type of quarterback that, like, you know, spreads it around where 5 receivers get 4 catches. It feels like there's always like one big receiver and, you know, Trey McBride.
That's another Jarrett fact. It seems like it.
Well, doesn't it seem like that? Wouldn't you say that? It's
Yeah, that's the definition of a Jarrett fact. Something that seems to be true.
Yeah, truthiness.
Truthiness to it, yeah.
I feel it to be true.
Right.
So it's true.
Okay.
So now we can go back and research it if it's actually true. Here was Gannon, too, on the Chargers offense.
They play the game. I got a really high opinion of Greg. He does a good job of the run game, giving you different looks, and then run looking like pass. They kind of complement each other. Some of their actions are really they buy your eyes, and they get leverage on people by the route distribution. He has always been able to throw it down the field, so we got to do a good job both a run and a pass, just like every week.
Yeah, we pointed this out earlier. The pass game for the Chargers with Justin Herbert this year, they haven't relied on it very much. They don't throw it a ton. Their passing numbers are way down from his career. I'm real curious to see what that looks like if the Chargers are just going to line up and try to run it right down the throats of the Cardinals, who are marginalized on the defensive line. We've been playing that soundbite from Ben Solak about light players in the box for the Cardinals. You know, teams are going to try to run against them and physical it up like the Lions did.
Yeah, yes. And I do honestly believe that this has got to be a game where Kyler Murray has to be the best quarterback on the football field.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
For any chance to win.
Thanks for watching Bickley and Marotta. Click to see the latest Bickley Blast and hit the button in the middle to subscribe to Arizona Sports.